Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. We have Dr. Jeffrey Berger here with us. Hi. Please introduce yourself and your abundance in Optimum Wellness business.
Sure, Tony. Thank you so much. And it's truly humbling to be on your show today. I'm Dr. Jeffrey E. Berger. I live in Cape Coral, Florida. I'm the CEO and founder of Abundance and Optimum Wellness. And today I am really taking, as a certified holistic coach, I'm taking a finance first approach to all encompassing well being by introducing people to a very unique world that we're in today. And my whole theory behind abundance and optimum wellness is that I believe we all should be living an abundance and optimum wellness physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. And today, the number one stressor for most people today is finances. And we are living in times of unprecedented change in which the digital world is really reshaping every facet of our lives today. And I'm out there to share wisdom, information about these new eclectic technologies that are really starting today. They have been changing our future. And people are looking for that type of information about what's going on, how can I get involved, and what can I do to participate, to share, so on and so on.
Totally. And can you tell us a little bit more about how this business that you're involved in, or sorry, that you're running, is actually helping people
Yeah.
create more wealth?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're in a world of the blockchain technology, which offers a plethora of different technologies. For example, real estate technology, financial technology, educational technology, AI, and the metaverse. And the platform that I'm promoting here is a combination of all three of them, not all three of them, all of them, in fact. And right now, we are in the process of releasing a educational eclectic ecosystem of edtech, AI, and the metaverse. Are in the decentralized. So we successfully tokenized real estate. So today, the concept of digital ownership is gaining momentum, allowing people to own a fraction of a property rather than the entire property. So these are some of the products and services that we have to offer, and educating people about where is the future today. So what I do is I say, think about Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Microsoft. They revolutionized their industries years ago. The future now is real tech, fintech, edtech, AI, and the metaverse. And as pioneers in the past have done, is I highly recommend and suggest that people just keep an open mind to these evolving technologies and be open to receiving information and getting educated in regards to where these technologies are going. Prime example, in 2009, as an ex-software engineer, I was approached with the opportunity to purchase 500 Bitcoin at 0.0017 cents, which is an 85-cent investment. My response was, nah, sounds like a scam. Today, Bitcoin has sold for over $100,000 per coin. So I was uncomfortable then, but not any longer. So it's about stepping into that, the getting comfortable in your uncomfortable zone, because it's learning outside of that box that so many people are living in today, which is what I was. I was living in a box and not, it's like, no, that doesn't sound good. And things like that. So I'm encouraging people to really embrace what we have to offer. And this is really going to, it has changed my financial future in ways that I've never, ever, ever expected to happen. So I want to pay it forward. I want to share information. If it resonates, great. And if it doesn't resonate, great. Because, these types of things are for certain people who are pioneer thinking, who are forward thinking, and who want to embrace what's happening today that's going to change the world 5 to 10 plus years down the road.
Totally. And what's sort of typical result of people when they start working with you?
Well, the tip there, so that's a great question. So there's a lot of different things here that can I can answer that too. Number one, um, people come on board as a customer. They want to diversify their portfolio. That is one option. The second option is to be an affiliate. They want to refer people to this particular eclectic ecosystem that we're building. And so they refer people to me and they get a commission from that. There are people like myself who are out there. I'm a global ambassador for this because we are launching in the United States. We've incorporated here. We're setting up a USA global headquarters. So we're expanding here and I'm sharing the information and educating, holding, 5 monthly webinars. So that is a partner, if you will. And then we have joint venture opportunities for people that want to invest larger sums of money for a better ROI with these technologies. And so there's a number of different things that different approaches that people can come on board, and they can just reach out to me and for more questions.
Yeah, absolutely. And how people can actually access your monthly webinars?
So they can look for me on Facebook, on LinkedIn. Those are the two primary ones. I am on Instagram. I do have a YouTube channel. Those are being further developed. But in there, I provide information for people to connect with me. And they can go to my website, jeffreyeberger.biz. I have a link on there for people to register. And I have 2 Monday evenings Eastern Standard Time, 1 Wednesday afternoon around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 2 on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it kind of fits global time zones.
Oh, nice. And then on top of that, if someone is actually thinking about sort of like investing or maybe growing their portfolio or doing something like that, like what advice would you give them?
The advice that I would give them is to be open to getting some information and really doing their due diligence. I am working with a wealth coach who actually became a millionaire at 27 in regards to real estate, and he has incorporated this digital aspect into his business model. I had a financial planner, and I'm happy to share this. I had a financial planner in 2017. I asked him, well, let's start looking into the blockchain technology, those types of technologies of investments for the future. And he refused. He said, I don't want to get involved with that. I said, but Paul, that's the future. So long and the short of it is, walked away from that, and I'm very, very grateful because between 9/11 and 2008, I had lost over 900,000 in my portfolio. And then in 2021, my 401k started to drop to 101ks, and one actually flatlined. So the advice is really to get out there. There is some great information. I connect people with different leaders that I'm working with because they are the experts, and I'm learning from them as I move forward. And it's all about sharing that information and getting it. And the other thing too is that the future is now. Okay. You think back to Microsoft and Apple, Netflix, Amazon. Today, it's all about real estate technology, educational technology, financial technology, and the metaverse. And for example, here, this is an educational system. This is one component of 5 continents, and this right now has over 500,000 user base. The vision by 2029 is 8.5 million user base. So there's still plenty of time to getting in on the ground floor to making this as a portfolio, investment opportunity.
Very nice, very nice. And so you mentioned that obviously, if people want to find out about your webinars, so if they want to connect to you and if they want to actually possibly start working with you, the best way is to contact you via Facebook or LinkedIn. Yeah.
Facebook, LinkedIn. If you're going to share the links that I shared with you, my Zoom, my calendar link is in there. The link to sign up for the upcoming one of the upcoming webinars that I host. My website is on there. My email is on there. So there's a number of ways to connecting with me. If you want to connect with me directly, then look at Tony's
Description.
comment section. Yeah, yeah, and then reach out to me via email or schedule a Zoom call. That would be, scheduling a Zoom call is the best. It'll get you right in the door, and we can start conversation, and I start sharing information and getting people educated. After I find out what's their vision, what are they trying to obtain, and what are they trying to reach.
Totally. I will definitely sort of, for everyone watching us on YouTube or listening to this episode, I will leave this in the description, the links in the description. And then on top of that, just before we go, like in terms
Sure.
of your webinar, like what people can expect to learn from joining your webinar.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I referenced this earlier, eclectic ecosystem. So we are building a very eclectic ecosystem of these different technologies, ed tech, real estate tech, financial tech, AI, and the metaverse. So this particular webinar that I'm doing right now really focuses on the Demeta, which is a platform that is accredited by Microsoft, Amazon Web Services, and has gotten global recognition. We've got 4 global satellite headquarters that are concentrated on this particular product, and it gives people an overview of what is in this ecosystem and what can they expect. And some great things are coming in the pipeline with regards to this. And it is an investment opportunity. What I love about this whole concept, and it's geared for the masses, because when I first got introduced to this whole concept in 2022, I'm like, I don't have that kind of money to invest in high-end hotel resorts and um, luxury apartment complex living, so forth and so on. However, when I did my due diligence, people can come in as low as $200 up to $50,000 or more, depending on what their desire is. And that's what's so special about this. It get your baby toe in there and start getting educated with 200, 500, or $1,000. And then there's unlimited possibilities after that. So
Wonderful. Yeah.
yeah,
Dr.
yeah.
Jeffrey, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. Thank you for sharing
Thank
your
you so
story as
much.
well and these business ideas. And then on top of that, thank you all for watching and listening to this episode. If you liked it, drop us a like, subscribe, and also share it with your friends and family and comment below as well. So all the best
Thank you.
and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.
Thanks, Tony. Bye, everyone.